Folks, quick handheld that I was only supposed to do like 6 or 7 months ago, till my buddy reminded me. I just finished talking to him on the phone, and he is like, "Hey, so how did people accept the video you done about me?" Always his Ted Knight. If you young folks don't know Ted Knight, he's long gone. You get nothing and you like it. And he talked real stuff. His Ted Knight impersonation is perfect. He could have been a voice double for him. Anyway, buddy of mine, army buddy, he's been out. He's been out. Well, I ain't gonna say all of us, but majority of us been out over 10 years already. Handful in single digits, but the majority of us in our core crew has been out. Even though there's some in our crew, we were on our way out when they were just coming in. They only had like 2 years in, 3 years in, but we're still close to this day. Man, the military does that to you when it's folks that you get along with, and that's one place where you realize most of the color bull crap that you was given was just that, bull crap. But I done covered that before. Y'all done heard that story from bazillion people. Anyway, listen. He was an infantryman. He was 11 Bravo. I met him in jump school. And he's from Michigan, but he's not from Detroit, white guy. Even though there are white people in Detroit, contrary to popular belief. Even though the overwhelming people currently is black, but it was white. Then the blacks came in and the whites went out. Then it just kind of evened out. But because until Chrysler, a lot of people, fun fact, Chrysler, people think it was Ford. Chrysler were hiring blacks en masse more so than anybody else. And Ford and General Motors had to play catch up because they saw how good and how well the black workers, and we're talking pre-World War II, okay? And they saw how hardy the black workers were, and then they tried to play catch up and had to offer all kind of other stuff to pull them away from Chrysler. And y'all know my mom retired from Chrysler. My dad retired from Ford. Even though he worked at Chrysler for about a year and some change, about a year, not a little less than 2 years. And then he left Chrysler and went to Ford, and he retired from Ford. And my mom retired from Chrysler. But anyway, me and him hit it off in jump school. He's a year older than me. Jump school, I was 18. So that makes him 19. We're teenagers. And we're talking music. That's the thing we're doing. Talk rock and roll, Detroit rock, Detroit rock and roll, and Cobo Hall, and this and that, and the other. And we just hit it off. We hit it off. We still friends to this day. He is infantry. Y'all know me. I'm artillery. And he went through the ranks. I get sent to Fort Polk. And I had to go to BNOC because I'm about ready to be corporal, and so I can be E5 promotable. And guess who's in my BNOC class with me? Like, hey! And y'all have to remember, wasn't no internet then. Ain't no cell phones, ain't no internet, none of that stuff. So they partner y'all up. Of course, he's my battle buddy. They put you in. And when I went to, I said BNOC, PLDC, Primary Leadership Development Course. They used to call it PNOC, Primary Non-Commissioned Officer Course, but they changed it from PNOC to PLDC. Because I think to go to PNOC, you could have been an E4, but you would have had to been in a leadership position. Where PLDC if you were either you went to the E5 promotion board or you were a hard strike corporal like I was, you and you had to have, I think it was a minimum of 20 24 months in, and something like that, and 24 months and 6 months in rank, pay grade or something like that. I can't remember, I'm getting old. Anyway, partner up, me and him good. That was the only time we were ever stationed together, and as fate had it, we crossed paths later on again, because in the Army you had a system where if you knew a person's name, and back then, with Social Security, what no identity theft, you actually used to write your Social Security number was on your letters, on your mail, on everything. Of course you don't do that now, but that everything is the digit, the letter, first letter of your last name and your last four. T, 2398. That was it. And that was, you always put it on everything. That's just the way it was. Anyway, he went through the ranks. Sergeant, airborne, got his EIB. Now here go my goofy ass. Pathfinder school. I want to go to Pathfinder school because now I'm at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Air Mobile Artillery. And it's a lot of infantry, a lot of artillery at Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Going to man, okay, well I'm gonna go to school. I went to and I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why I went. Anyway, I went to the PX to get something. Run into him in the PX. I'm like, so I guess it was just me and him to this day say, man, dude, we were destined to be damn friends. And ain't lost contact with him since. Anyway, he made sergeant. Went to Pathfinder school. I went to Pathfinder school. He went to Pathfinder school. Airborne. Like I said, then he's they is trying to give him a switch to 11 Mike, because then that was mechanized infantry. That's when the Bradley, the M2 Bradley had just came out, because you got an M2 and an M3, but one's designed for infantry and one's designed for the cavalry. And y'all know I was in 2nd ACR in Bamberg, Germany. So, we had Bradleys as well. Had Bradleys M1s, and of course M109 series self-propelled howitzers. And make it rain, big boy, make it rain. Steel rain, but it's rain nonetheless. Anyway, talk to him. He's like, man, I'm gonna change my MOS. Oh, so you gonna go 11 Mike? Nah. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna become a cook. You know that sound, how do you drag the needle across the record? The sound effect that everybody, you scream. Hopefully I remember it, because I think I got it on my PC. I'll do this when I get back. Y'all seeing this is when y'all watching this video. I've already done everything. This is a day you'll be looking at is almost a day old, or probably a day old. Anyway, what? I mean, no disrespect to cooks, but I knew a lot of guys that they switch from infantry and they supply. They switch from infantry, or they go to commo, or they go to the Brainiac stuff. Some of them went, like they go get intel, communications, satellite, radio tracking, all kind of stuff like that. The reason you go, and there's a reason to it, and it was something I almost started to do, but I didn't do it. I was literally thinking of going, after I made E5, switching to MP, to be an MP, so I can go to MPI, so I can be an investigator. Military, or MI, military intelligence. I had the scores. I definitely had the scores. That's when I took my ASVAB and told them I was going artillery. They like, dude, with your GT score, you can take just about anything you want. I'd rather be a smart kid in the room so I can blaze through everything than anybody else struggles with. Plus, like my daddy and my granddaddy told me, if you suck at math, artillery ain't for you. I don't suck at math. I'm not great, but I don't suck. If geometry, math, topography. If you good at those three, artillery, and you strong, because you do need some muscle to hump them rounds, artillery will be a breeze. Damn it. Anyway, I'm like, a cook? He said, yeah. What? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being a cook. Somebody gotta make the food. And I done said before, I ain't gonna go through it. At this duty station I was at, the chow sucked ass. This one, it was okay. This one, it was okay. This one, it was great. This one, it was great. Second ACR is the best military chow I ever had my entire time in the damn Army. Oh my goodness. Man, and we steak the order. Shrimp, lobster. We got, because the harder your job, the more harder your mission is, your unit type, normally the better. You got better barracks, y'all got better equipment, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got the first run of everything, of rifles, and you got better equipment, you got better barracks, and you got the best cooks. Y'all got the best cooks. Second ACR, our cooks came in something like second place or third place in United States Army Europe, because they have competitions where they, there's all the branches and y'all compete against civilians and whatnot. And the military then won cutlery and these things. You can look. Don't listen to me. Look it up. People think the Army. No, man. In certain units, you got some badass cooks. Badass cooks. Hell, we had a good cook in damn Iraq. And he is a Creole. Man, y'all kill snakes and bring them to him. You think I'm joking. But he was pretty good. And I still remember Sergeant Turner. He was running our mess in 2nd ACR. And man, we had good chow. Anyway, he's like, well, man, when I want to get out, he said, I ain't going to be carrying no gun and jumping out of airplanes. He said, man, I want to do something, cushy, I can do my own thing and blah, 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 and whatnot. And lo and behold, he has his own deal. He went through, he's cooked. He rode out his last 10 years as a cook, made mess sergeant, went to all them cutlery things. Because I say, man, that's one thing the military will train you. You be surprised of the stuff that the Army has available that you want to go to. Oh, you want to learn telecommunications? No problem. Oh, you want to learn warehouse logistics? No problem. Oh, you want to learn transportation logistics? No problem. Oh, you want to, y'all think it's still like that to this day. If you want to, oh, well, why didn't you say so? Sergeant, let me see. Hey, well, I'll see if I can get the Sergeant Major to sign off on this. They got 2 slots coming open next month. You got to go to you'll be in Fort Belvoir, Virginia for 2 weeks for this class, or a week, or 10 days, whatever the hell, but it counts as promotion points. But and that's something else he done. He went, they have logistics, they have classes, training in schools for the cooks that turn out to be chefs. Because you got to know how much food to order. What type of food? This keeps longer than that. That don't keep as well. This got to be kept at between this degree, but you can't freeze it. This is best if you freeze it. This just only can be chilled. Shelf life, blah, 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 and stuff in cans, it's whatever, and blah, 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 because they don't like the waste stuff. Believe it, I know it sound me funny saying that. The Army don't like wasting stuff. Well, so let me take that back. The Army don't like wasting food. let me change that. And anybody that was in the Army with or even Marine Corps, Navy, they do not like wasting food, because they literally watch the numbers to see, like we're ordering too much stuff, so they are cut back because it comes out of your battalion's budget. It's being an army, running a unit is like running a business. Brigade has a budget, division have a budget, and they got to chop it up between these 3 brigades. And how much do they use? Then brigade has a budget, and they got to chop it up between the 4 battalions they got. And battalion got a budget. You see where I'm going. Battalion got to chop it up between these 2 batteries. And, 6th Battalion of 10th Field Artillery and 1st Battalion, 75th Field Artillery. Both of them are under, this battalion, you know what I mean, in 72nd Brigade and whatnot. It's like running a business. That's what the brass, the guy with the chicken on, with the chrome chicken on his hat, that's his job. And the guy with the silver leaf and the guy with the gold leaf, that's their job. They're micromanagers. They came from the ranks, he used to be a poop butt 2nd lieutenant, but he the battalion executive officer now. They're micromanagers in camouflage. They carry a gun. I mean, most of them don't carry rifles, they carry pistols, but they're assigned to rifle. Anyway, he runs his own joint. He's doing good. He had some problems. I've done the food truck videos about him because he got brick and mortar and he has trucks. And he's doing good. And I just love talking to him on the phone because he reminds me of stuff that I done forgot about. And we just talk about everything under the sun. But I said, man, that is for these guys, because you go in as a cook, the odds of you making E7 is going to be slim to none, because they don't get the slots for the promote, that you do for combat arms guys, tankers, infantry, artillery, Cav scouts, whatnot. We get promoted faster because the cutoff score is lower for us, because we're in high turnover MOSs for various reasons and obvious reasons. So that's why you will see 20, 21, 22-year-old sergeants in combat arms. Like me, like I said, I was 2 months away from turning 21 when I made E5. I know a month, maybe. I was staring at 21. Same thing. Two and a half years later, staff sergeant. Right under 3 years later, I wasn't an E5 for 3 years, and I was E6. I had to get a waiver. To get promoted for time and service. I had the time and grade, but I didn't have time and service. But anyway, so you do that. So you done 5-6 years, and you got the stripes. You changed to supply, like I said, intel, military investigate. Become an investigator. You change to something like that, especially if you got the GT score to cover it. Now you already got the rank. So now you only need 2 more stripes. You got 10 years. You got 10 years to make 2 more stripes. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And I tell that to these, and I'm saying that, I say that to people now, if they listen to me, do that. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, you might get on the 2-way rifle range. Yeah, it's possible, armor, artillery, mechanized infantry, airborne cavalry, you probably gonna go to some hot spots, and you're gonna take some incoming flak, and you're gonna send out some flak. But You know, you man, you coming up there and look at it, and you about ready to make E6. Put in your 4187 if you don't, if that's what you want to do to become fill in the blank. I know a guy that owns his own warehousing business that he's in Arkansas that done that, and now Gary, Gary had been done it. I just didn't tell y'all about it, and I got off the phone, and I'm like, God damn it, I didn't do your video, Gary. So Gary, here's your freaking video. Now get off my back. I love you, brother. Y'all be good. Bye.